Sledding down a waterslide is a really bad idea. A teenager from Florida fell to his death on Wednesday after attempting to sled down a snow-covered waterslide at a Wisconsin theme park. 16-year-old Addison Williams was sledding on some hills with his brother and a friend when the trio decided it was a good idea to hop a 7-foot fence into a closed area of the Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park in Wisconsin Dells. Williams raced down a waterslide on his sled, but got stuck in the snow about halfway down. According to police, Williams tried to free himself, but instead fell 35 feet to the ground. A paramedic was driving by at the time and jumped over the fence with a defibrillator, but was unable to revive the boy. Police said Williams and his family were guests at the theme park and had traveled to Wisconsin to experience snow for the first time. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family with funeral expenses. Authorities are investigating the incident, but the Mount Olympus Park is not suspected of being at fault. Here are 5 more sadly fatal amusement park accidents. Kansas boy suffered fatal neck injury in waterslide accident. More details have emerged about how a 10-year-old boy was killed Sunday on the Verrückt waterslide at Schlitterbahn Water Park in Kansas City. Caleb Thomas Schwab died in a freak accident while riding the 168 feet tall waterslide. Caleb was reportedly riding in the slide with 2 women. He was sitting in the first position, with the 2 women in the second and third positions. It appears that Caleb must have somehow gotten loose from his harness and was ejected from his seat. One witness speculated that Caleb must have bounced around between the netting and the slide and just slid down. Police confirmed on Monday in a statement that Caleb died from a fatal neck injury. Witness Esteban Castaneda told New York's WABC News he noticed the boy appeared to have been decapitated, although no other reports have confirmed this. One of the women suffered a broken jaw, and the other a broken bone in her face. She also required stitches to one of her eyes. The water park is tentatively scheduled to reopen on Wednesday, although the Verrückt will remain closed.
Man killed by roller coaster in Ohio. A man was killed after being struck by a roller coaster at Cedar Point Amusement Park in Ohio on Thursday. A Cedar Point guest was reportedly trying to retrieve a cell phone which had fallen below the Raptor roller coaster when he jumped over a fence into a restricted area. The Raptor ride can reach speeds up to 57 miles per hour. The man was hit by the roller coaster soon after jumping the fence. The amusement park and the Sandusky Police Department are investigating the accident.
Man dies after being thrown from Pakistan amusement park ride. A man was killed and at least 12 people were injured when a ride fell apart at an amusement park on September 15th in Multan, Pakistan. The accident occurred on a swing ride at Jinnah Park in the Punjab region. The ride was carrying 2 rows full of people. As the riders were spinning around, it appears that a seatbelt malfunction caused one male rider to be ejected from his seat. The man then came down and landed on the concrete right in front of a ride operator. The injured were transported to a nearby hospital, and the man who was thrown later succumbed to his injuries. Police have arrested the contractor as well as the ride operator.
2 people were killed after being thrown from a park ride in China. 2 people were killed after being thrown from a brand new ride at an amusement park in China on Friday. The 10-meter-tall ride called The Scream at China's Zhejiang Pingyang Amusement Park was opened to the public for the first time on Friday. Witnesses said the staff may have started the ride before the tourists had a chance to buckle their safety belts. Five people were thrown from the ride. A man and an 8-year-old boy were flung to their deaths. 3 others were injured and 2 of them critically. The amusement park has been closed since the accident, and the owner of the park was detained by police.
Icelandic teen dies after falling from roller coaster at Spanish theme park. This is the Hell roller coaster at the Terra Mítica theme park in Benidorm, Spain, a ride that was to prove deadly for an 18-year-old Icelandic man. The roller coaster has been in operation since 2007. Riders can experience 360-degree turns at forces of up to 3 G and speeds of 60 miles per hour. The teen was reportedly at the park with his parents and a friend when they went on the ride at about 4:30 p.m. Reports said the teen was flung from the ride when his safety harness failed, falling to the ground where he suffered serious head injuries. He later died from a cardiac arrest. An investigation has been opened into the accident, while all rides made by the same manufacturer have temporarily ceased operations.
See a story that really should be animated? Suggest stories to TomoNews now.